So, when I say the word vegan to you, what do you think of? I'm sure for many of you, you think of, oh, vegans, they are crazy. Or maybe not. You may be just wondering what it's like eating only vegetables during your entire life. And I understand because I used to think the same. I used to think that vegans were extremists and that no one should be vegan. But now I am too. And that's why I'm here today, to explain and teach you about veganism and show you that it's not as bad as it sounds. It could be one of the best decisions in your entire life. I want to go through all the main arguments that I used to make when someone said the word vegan to me, and show you where it changed my mind.
1001
The first and the most common argument that I constantly hear, and I admit that I used to say it myself, is that humans would not survive without eating meat. Well, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, guys, but that is a lie. Even research shows that we are completely capable of living a healthy life without eating animals, and organizations like ONU and Harvard explain that a diet based on plants and vegetables is adequate for any stage of life, including in pregnancies and babies. The second argument I want to discuss, and that I personally believe is the most important, is being a vegetarian is expensive. That is an uninformed belief, since people who eat meat can spend the same amount of money as a vegan person, as the value of food will always depend on privilege you want to give yourself at the time of eating. For you to have an idea, I spend like 350 pesos per month on fruits and vegetables, and I spend like another 50 on beans. And with that, I can eat like a month and a half. Pretty cheap, right? Now, what if the world went vegan? What would we do with all the animals? I'm sure that is a question that many of you might be asking, because we can't just release billions of animals to the wild. This would be devastating for the natural ecology, and of course it would. Because what we have to understand is that animals agriculture run on a system of supply and demand. So, farmers will only bring animals into existence if they can sell them. So as number of vegans increase, the amount of animals brought into existence would decrease, and there would be less animals. I used to think that vegans were crazy, and I used to say it regularly. But one day I realized that I was taking the life of an animal who does not wish to die. And so in the end, that's why I became vegan. Thank you so much for listening.